Peace, love, light of healing, peace, love, light of healing, peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in. Blessings. It's been a minute, but we been working. Y'all climb on in. Blessings to y'all. Blessings to the gods and goddesses, the earths. How my family doing? Shalom, lakha mishpati. We at the clinic, been getting it in. I wanted to show y'all some things we do when we bring people into the clinic and we do client intake. I think this would be a good thing that you guys can learn for yourselves and do on yourselves to let y'all know where y'all at in y'all level of health and wellness, self-diagnosing type of tips and methodologies. It's a bunch of things that I'm going to take you through where you will be able to do these things at home. And then you can tell what's going on with your health before you go to your primary, before you go to the emergency room, before you go to the doctor. If you follow these things that I'm going to show you right now, you will already have a sense of what's going on within your own molecular structure and within your own body before you even go talk to anybody. It's good to know what you got going on before you consult with anybody about your body, because it's you, your consciousness, that's experiencing this body. You should know about your body and what's going on with your body more than anybody else, because what? It's your body. So we got T up in the building. This is my MA. Say what up, T.
T with two eyes. How y'all doing?
We got Shamar. Shamar is going So Shamar is going to be our, I don't want to say test dummy because she's far from dumb. She's one of the most intelligent young ladies I know, but we're going to show y'all how to do an intake. And these things you can do on yourself every day to see if you good or not. So you can hold this, Nabi.
All right.
So the first thing you do is when we bring people into the clinic, after we take them and we put them through the weigh station, we get their weight, we get their BMI and all of that. We take them in here and we sit them down. The first thing we do is we check their temperature. Now, we're not checking their temperature to see if they got a fever. I mean, of course, that's one of the plus, but we really checking their temperature because we checking the actual state and functioning of their thyroid. If you look at one of the things that the thyroid and the parathyroid does, it actually controls the metabolic rate of the body and it controls the temperature. It's something called a follicular cell that sits in follicular fluid. The basement or the basal of that cell actually check and regulate the temperature of the body. So if you look at the regular temperature in the state of Missouri, it's different every state you go, especially in different countries. Your temperature is supposed to be regulated at a 98.6. So if it's 2 decimals down, that means that the thyroid is acting in a hypoactive state. And if it's 2 points up, that means it's acting in what, y'all? A hyperactive state. So we're going to check her temperature. So that's the first thing we do. All right. Check it out.
Hold on.
And then you can bring it up on the temperature gauge. Let's see what we get. Hold on, you got to change it. Yep.
So we had 97.8. That is hypo.
So we had a 97.8. So that means her thyroid we need to put some stimulants on her thyroid because it's acting a little too slow. It's supposed to be at a 98.6. So what T would do, T would write that down on things saying, okay, hold on, we said the thyroid. We're not diagnosing her with hypothyroidism. We just saying that the thyroid is not working efficiently enough to keep the body temperature regulated properly. So we already know that she got a slow thyroid right now. And sometimes this can change due to you being too relaxed, due to you being in a cold environment, due to you eating certain foods, iodine deficiency, selenium deficiency, eating too many cruciferous vegetables can make it hypoactive like that. So it's a numerous of things that can contribute to it being low. But we not diagnosing nothing right now. We just know that her thyroid is not acting right now. It's acting in a hypo stage, all right? So that's the first thing. So the second, now we're going to go and move over to the ears. You can get you something off of Amazon right now, just a little ear scope and an eye scope with a light on it to look at the ears and eyes. All right, now we got the actual unit, the medical grade unit, but you can buy your own stuff and put a battery in it and use this. So what she's going to do is she's going to look in the ears. What we looking for when we look in the ears, we looking for inflammation in the head. That's going to let us know if she congested or not, and we're going to look for earwax. If we find earwax, we're going to look for the color of the earwax, because if you look at wax is nothing but a different type of mucus. And according to the mucus going into 4 stages. You got regular stage, you have the acute stage, you have the chronic stage, and then you have the degenerative stage. So it's going to start off from a clear liquid color That's when you healthy. Then it's gonna start changing to this green yellowish substance. That's when you got inflammation set in the body. Then from there it go chronic. Chronic turns into brown. Chronic means you have some type of disease that's onsetting in the body. Then the last stage is degenerative. That's putrefaction. It's a black color. So based off of her looking in her ears, she's going to look for inflammation. She's going to look for mucus or what we call wax buildup. And then she's going to look and gauge the color of that wax. And that's going to tell her the state of her body that she in right now. So go and check her out. And again, 2 people can do this. You can get somebody and they can do this for you. Easy stuff.
All right, so we got some clearish brown wax. So wax is pretty good.
So clearish brown?
Mm-hmm.
She pretty healthy.
Yeah, but eardrum is healthy.
Yep, eardrum's healthy.
Slightly red, but it ain't nothing too crazy.
All right. See that? So she good. So we see that her temperature just a little low. Don't mean nothing wrong with her thyroid. Just mean right now something going on with her thyroid, that her thyroid is in a hypo state. And she's not regulating body temperature right. We just looked inside her ears. T didn't find no ear inflammation. Then she looked, she got a little wax. Her wax is a brownish, clearish color. That means she just need to clean her ear out good enough. And usually we tell people to either get a water pick or get an eardrum water pick to cleanse their ears. Don't get them Q-tips and them cotton pick, because you ain't doing nothing but pushing that solidified mucus back into the eardrum, which is going to mess up your ear, your hearing, and turn into an ear infection later on down the line. So next thing we're going to check is her eyes. When they checking these things, they looking for what I'm looking for. The reason why they checking your eyes, they checking for dilation of your pupils. They looking at something called a cholesterol ring, a lymphatic ring. They saying if you pop any arteries or what you'll call blood vessels in your eyes to show that you have oncotic or hydrostatic pressure in your head. You can tell a lot from the eyes just by looking in the eyes for 60 seconds, let alone doing the iridology reading. So now let's look at her eyes. Let's see what we find.
So we got some brown down there.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little lymphatic ring.
Yep, so we see a lymphatic ring, a little lymph congestion, and we see a liver ring. See that liver ring down there?
Yeah.
All right, let's get the other eye.
See the brown spot?
Mm-hmm, I see it. So lymph and liver. And you over the age of 7, something is going on with your liver. You got environmental toxins, you have contaminated water, you have GMO foods, you have foods that have been sprayed with herbicides, insecticides, pesticides, you got chemtrails in the sun, in the sky, and you got this new sun simulator going on. The stuff is in the walls, is in the carpet. It's a very, very polluted world, especially when it comes to the USA. So everybody inside the USA, if you're not detoxing 12 days out of every season, something's going on with your liver. You're going to have some type of liver complication. All right, so what we doing next, T?
Mouth.
Yep, next you always do mouth.
Stick out.
So you stick the mouth out. Now, the reason why we check the tongue, because we check the tongue for candida, albicans. We check the tongue for fungus and yeast buildup. We check the tongue to see if we see little black spots around the edge of the tongue to show that you have a blood disorder or a blood disease. We check the back of the tongue and see if you have those big bumps. You're supposed to have bumps, but not those big bumps. That shows signs of what you would call HPV. You see that? And we check the back of the tongue to see if it's too swollen. So her tongues look perfect right now.
Okay.
Look completely perfect. Like I said, she pretty healthy. Look at her smile. Like I know I know. Well, she pretty healthy though. You know what I'm saying? So what you checking next to? Let's see if you got this.
All right, we're doing blood pressure.
It's your test.
Hey, yeah. All right, so I'm going to lean you down.
All right, so lean her back. Always lean. So I teach all of my students and all of my interns that when you're doing blood pressure and you checking the blood pressure, to lay them flat down, and you always check both sides. The reason why you check both sides is because we're a bilateral people. We don't only have a right kidney and a right adrenal. We also have a left kidney and a left adrenal as well. We have a left chamber of the heart and a right chamber of the heart. You have a left hemisphere of the brain, a right hemisphere of the brain. You have a right leg, a right arm, a right leg, a right eye, a left eye, a right nasal passage, a right nasal passage. So we are bilateral people put together as one, masculine and feminine, merged together in unity, which makes a human entity. So when you check blood pressure, always check on both sides, and it's going to show and prove that there's different type of mechanisms going on each side, because one side is stronger than the other. So we're going to check her blood pressure on both sides, and we're going to see that both sides is different. Now, what I've been teaching her is do it the regular way first. Just always do it the regular way first, just to stunt. and then do it. You ain't even got to call it out, but just do it regular though. Because I want you to always be familiar with doing it manually too. Always do it manually. And if y'all got any questions after we get done with this, I'll run y'all through it. Look, everything I'm showing y'all, y'all can do it by yourselves at home. Y'all don't even have to come to the clinic to get this done. Now, it's a bunch of other stuff in the clinic that you definitely going to have to come see me for. But for stuff like this, you can do this on your own and send me in your report saying, look, Dr. Yahki, this is what I found when I did my self-assessment. And this is all this is. Learning these things on your own is not always about going to see somebody for healing. You are the true healer. We just help facilitate it. That's all we doing.
That's it.
That's all we doing. There you go. So make sure y'all get on that. And if y'all don't know how to manually check the systolic and systolic is always the adrenals, diastolic is always the kidneys. All right, so systolic supposed to, this is what textbooks say. It says it's supposed to be 120, diastolic is supposed to be 80. Me doing this for going on 16 years, me having hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, for real, thousands of clients coming in. What I've noticed at a resting point for so-called black people, and the reason why I'm saying so-called, because black is the color of a Crayola, but for indigenous people, we usually see 125/70 is the perfect margin for us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been seeing. So we checking her blood pressure right now, seeing what that is. And that's going to let us know the state of her kidneys and her adrenals. Remember, adrenals are the small little pyramid-like structure that sits on top of the kidneys. The adrenals act as the pumping mechanism to the kidneys. The kidneys act as the filtration system for all the metabolic waste that is built up inside of the cells and the interstitial fluid of the body, or the intercellular fluid of the body. So based off of her blood pressure, I can tell you whether she is cleansing and detoxing and getting metabolic waste out of her body right or not. And you can always check your urine. Every time you wake up in the morning, or in the rising, should I say, because we ain't mourning over anything. You mourn at a funeral. But if you wake up in the rising and you check your urine before you drink or eat anything, let that urine sit in a glass bowl or a glass bottle for about 10 to 16 hours. If you don't see this white settlement sink into the bottom of that bowl, then that means that you're not filtrating out metabolic waste, and you need to do a kidney and a adrenal detox ASAP.
Great tip.
Yeah. That's a part of the courses.
Mm-hmm. So for the manual, I read 110/60.
We check and see.
So we're gonna see if that was right.
Yeah. All right, so now she's checking blood pressure digitally. It's good to check it digitally because it happens like this, ASAP. And it gives a very, very accurate reading. Again, you can get something like this from off of Amazon. You can get it from MediEquipment.com. There's so many places you can get this type of stuff from, and you can do your own home assessments, y'all. It's time to start healing ourselves, looking in the mirror, doing this work ourselves. I shouldn't have to talk to nobody about my body. Now, if I need an expert, of course, come to me because I'm an expert at what I do. But for basic knowledge, this stuff is basic. What happened if you get stranded? What happened if all telecommunications end right now and you can't even communicate with somebody on the other side? There's going to be a day when you can't call 911. There's coming a day where you can't call 911, but there's going to be emergencies happening in your household. What you going to do? What you going to do if you don't know simple stuff like this? How many of y'all don't even know CPR? How many of y'all don't know CPR? Everybody want to go on these dates and family dates? Take you and your whole entire family for swimming lessons. What happened if one day you need to swim? Take you and your family to CPR class. What happened if your son is choking and you don't even know how to get the food out of the baby's mouth? Like, there's a bunch of stuff that happen every day that people die by the thousands that we don't even realize. But we know every song on the radio. Women know how to shake their ass. Men know how to lay pipe on everything, moving and walking. We in the clubs, we drinking, we smoking, we doing everything, but we don't know nothing about our entities and about our biological meat suits, y'all. I mean, that is absurd when you think about it. It really is.
Yeah.
What we looking at?
All right, so I was close.
You very close.
107.
So you get
Oh,
way
sorry.
better. Get way
107,
better.
73.
All right, so
Versus
what?
at a 90.
So based off of what I've taught you so far, what does this mean?
This is hypoactive.
Okay, hypoactive because she at 107.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it just went
right.
up. Hold on, I might go back to the other one. No, which one? This how many blood
Okay,
tests.
okay.
That's how many blood tests we've been taking.
So 107.
So that's her adrenals.
Yes.
Now,
Kidneys.
this her kidneys at 73. It's supposed to be at a 70, already at 90. So this show you that she's in a hypoactive state when it comes to her adrenals. So this is what you would call an onset of what you would call adrenal fatigue. So we need to stimulate the adrenals. So what I do in a case like this, I immediately take her out here and I give her some licorice root tea. You know what I'm saying? While she's sitting and waiting to be seen, I say, look, I see that you got some adrenal fatigue that's sitting in. Have some licorice root tea. You know what I'm saying? Have some ashwagandha tea. And this will kick those adrenals up, stimulate those adrenals, and get those adrenals pumping. The adrenals are very, very important. They're important for sugar utilization, mineral utilization, cortisol utilization. They help regulate your hormones. It's in connection with the thyroid. It's called the hippocampus, thyroid, and adrenal axis. They all connected to each other. Your adrenal glands is in direct control of your reproductive organs too by way of the pituitary gland. So the adrenals you can't live without both of your adrenals. It's impossible. You need your adrenals. So, keep them stimulated, keep them working out, and they do help you with what you would call oxidative phosphorylation, or what you would call the 5 steps of the respiratory chain of the mitochondria. So I say, look, Shamar, let's go out here, sit down, read you a book from the library. I got my own bookshelves out there. Don't be stealing my books when y'all get it either. And I'll get her some licorice root tea to help stimulate those adrenal glands, because the adrenal glands is in control. It's called it's the master autonomic nervous system movement. So it's in control of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. These are things that runs on autopilot. Your breathing runs on autopilot. So we see most people that have asthmatic events, they have adrenal issues where their adrenals ain't working properly, so they can't breathe properly. Your heartbeat, boom, boom. That is ran by something called the sinoatrium. But the sinoatrium is actually controlled by the adrenal glands. So your heartbeat is actually controlled by your adrenal glands. Think about it. Anything that runs on autopilot, your digestive system, what makes you say, dang, I gotta go defecate and use the toilet, that's the adrenal glands. Everything that's on autopilot that you don't have to consciously think about that makes your body run is controlled by the adrenal glands. So make sure that you have good adrenal health. All right, what's the next step, T?
All right, we're doing heart and lungs.
There you go. So now, remember for heart, put our feet down. So you're going to put your feet down. All right. You're going to relax. Check the heart. Now, while we checking the heart we checking to make sure we don't hear any heart palpitations. We checking to make sure we don't hear afibrillation, any skips in the beat, and that she just got a strong heartbeat. A strong heartbeat let us know that this chamber, not pump, because the lungs is the pump, but this chamber is getting the right amount of blood input and output, and it's actually checked whether her arteries and her veins is good too, all off a beat. And that's what I'm saying. It's simple stuff that'll let you know everything that's going on in the human body.
You got a steady, rapid beat.
Yeah, steady, rapid beat. There we go. All right, so next is you're going to check her lung capacity, check her breathing. When you check the lungs, we're checking for wheezing. We're checking if we hear fluid inside the lungs. These are very, very important. So she's checking her lungs. You always check for breaths. So you start from the bottom of the lungs and the back of the diaphragmatic muscle, and you work your way around.
All right, take a deep breath. Exhale. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Right here? Or no, just those two spots.
Yeah, and then for everybody else, just do both sides. So remember, you have a left lung and a what? Right lung, because we are a bio what, people? Put it in the comments. I said it earlier. What are we? A bio what? Whoever say it first, we gonna remember it, and we're gonna send y'all what? We're gonna send them. Coherence.
That's a good gift.
I ain't gonna say 3 bills because I think they sold them out already. All right. So next, what we check, I always go and I feel on the thyroid.
So that's gonna be
Thyroid feel good. Literally every client and patient we had today had a swollen right lobe on their thyroid. Every last one of them. I'm not lying.
facts.
These are facts.
Actual facts. All right. What else I do? Skin.
So now we check skin. We check skin. We look at skin overall, because your skin is the largest eliminative organ on the body. Not only is it the largest eliminative organ on the body, but it's the largest organ on the body. The skin acts as a third kidney. So we read in the face. We're gonna look at the face. All right, we see a few irritations, but these are type of irritations from hair laying on it, certain oils being produced by the skin. I don't see any digestive. Nothing. I mean, she's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Then we look at the color of the skin, make sure that her melanin is even. Melanin is very even. Her pigmentation is even. Then I'm starting to look around to see for hydration. So now with hydration, we check the hands.
Hands up like that.
Mm-hmm. So
Got
turn it
nail
around.
polish over, so yeah.
So we looking for lines. We see little bitty lines in here.
Yeah, some.
But usually they start forming up here. So we don't see that much dehydration, but we do see it setting in. Then we check to see if her blood flowing properly. If your blood is not flowing properly, when you press down, it takes a long time for the blood to flow back to the tip of the finger. So notice when I press it, it goes to a lot of pigmentation. But as soon as I see that, the blood flow right back to the fingertips. All right. Now, usually we tell them, since she actually is working here and she's not a real client or patient, we tell them do not have any nail polish on because we have to check the nails. And what we do is we check the nails for lines. Lines indicate parasites. Lines also indicate that you're lacking minerals. You're very mineral deficient. Usually your mineral, see, you can check hers right now. And see, we don't have any lines in T fingers. There's no lines. We need to find somebody that got lines in their fingers.
Yeah.
Right. We're
had.
gonna wait till we get this sound crazy, but we need to wait till an unhealthy client comes in and go live and do it. Not talking about nobody, but to show y'all what we actually looking for. So when you start seeing lines, brittle nails, that's lack of vitamin E, lack of calcium, lack of magnesium. When you see lines, that's iron deficiency, iron phosphate deficiency, magnesium deficiency, B12 and B17 deficiency. You see what I'm saying? So these are just things that you can see. You can check the feet as well. See if they got toenail fungus. That means that they have a glucose problem. Most people with toenail fungus, their A1Cs are high. You'll see it's above a 5.6 to a 5.9, meaning they pre-diabetic, going into a diabetic, what you would call hyperglycemic state. So these are just simple tips that you can do at home by yourself to show you where you at on the state of your health. All right? Good job, y'all. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, blessings. So look, update on where we at with the clinic, y'all. Let me show y'all. So the sauna came in today. We got the sauna in today. I'm gonna answer some questions for y'all too. What about bulging veins? Bulging veins is usually a calcium issue, and they usually call it varicose veins. So the medical grade near infrared sauna, we put this together today. Y'all see, we still working on it. We just got to get the electricity updated here. That'll be updated tomorrow. But we got it all hooked up. All hooked up. I'll be in Atlanta on the 11th, y'all. On the 11th. I got a lecture on the 11th, and I'll be there for the Invest Fest on the 24th. Doing the craziest presentation y'all have ever seen. Also, we got the shelves for your do-it-yourself section. This whole back wall is going to have shelves on it with herbs and with a scale. And you'll be able to come over here, look up your herbs, and you'll be able to make your own concoction before you leave for free. For free. That's a free thing just for believing in me and coming to see me. The biomodulation therapy room is done. This is where we do shock therapy at. You sit in this chair and you literally go through shock therapy. And that's what these plates are for. These plates is for your feet. These prongs is for you to hold. And you can lay down and we'll fill you up and give you your voltage back. Because we know that all sickness and disease is because the lower of voltage in the cells. And once the cells lower in voltage, you start losing oxygen. When the body loses oxygen, you go through a state of hypoxia. And hypoxia is the beginning of every so-called disease in the body. And these are facts. All right, so this is the hyperbaric chamber room. Y'all see all of my certifications are up for this, so I can fully operate this system. We've been having a lot of different patients in here. I can fully operate this system real good now. So we certified in everything. So if you're looking for some oxygen hyperbaric chamber, come check me out. Medical bedroom. This is the post-electric magnetic therapy room. This is one of my favorite rooms. I'm not gonna even lie to you. This is one of my favorite rooms right here. I love this. You come up in here, you lay on these beds, you hook these beds up into the unit, and you turn up the electrical magnetic field of the body, and you turn up that pulse, and you just you heal. You get oxygen, you recharge the cells, you get everything that your cells need, y'all. I mean, it's an amazing feeling. Shouts out to Brandy Martin. Brandy Martin hooked me up. She came up in here and she gave me some love and care inside of the manual lymphatic room. You know what I'm saying? She gave me some love and care. Look what she did, y'all. Beautiful. She turned the aesthetics on in this place. Truly powerful. I love it. And this is just amazing right here. You got the elephant, which represents so much in the spiritual realm, with the third eye, y'all. With the third eye. Come on now. Come on. And then y'all see, we got hundreds of books out here on the bookshelves. I mean, hundreds of books. We got Hooked by Michael Moss. We got Salt Sugar by Michael Moss. We got Wheat Belly. We got Eat to Win, Pure White and Deadly. I mean, it's so many books. Hundreds of books. Hundreds of books you can see, sitting areas. I mean, it's amazing in here, y'all. It's amazing. We still waiting on a bioscanner. We still waiting on the bioscanner, and we still waiting on Thea. When Thea get here, that is basically the sun just beating down on your skin. T. T, but you got this light back on this analyzer though. No, whatever. See, I tell T to turn this light off every 5 minutes.
Keep coming back on.
Here is where we actually doing IV therapy in this room. We're doing IV therapy in this room. Of course, before we do any of our therapies, you have to get your vitals checked. Everybody asking how you book. Location is not public. All you do is go to www.yahkiawaken.com, click on the consultation. Once you click on consultation, you look for availability. If it's availability, you book it. When you book it, we will give you the address and the time and date that you choose. You pull up on us, you fly in, and you receive your healing. That's what we do. This T favorite room, y'all. She love this room.
I'm very excited.
We've been doing blood hematology all day. She don't know how to act. She don't know how to act.
I synced it up to everything so you can show.
So this is our small little lab. We come in here, we read the blood, put your blood under the microscope, check you out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in this room. But y'all, this is a pretty big place, y'all. Pretty big. So yeah, y'all, that's what we got up. Y'all want to see the vibration plate? All right, Shamar, we need you again. We need you on the vibration plate. This is the lymphatic mover, y'all. This is the lymphatic mover. I love this plate. If y'all can afford this, please get you one. I'm telling you. You want to move your lymph fast? Make sure that your kidneys is filtering before you get on this, because this gonna move the lymph, y'all. I promise you that. Make sure that your kidneys are filtering and your adrenal glands is online before you hop on this thing. It's amazing. What is liver rings? Liver rings is those black rings around the iris. Come on, Shamar, let's get you on here. Let's get you on a warm up. They gotta hear it.
Okay.
All right, Shamar, for to do 30 seconds on here. Let's move. Yep, go ahead. No, just stand straight up.
Oh, okay.
Stand straight. Let's move that lymph. Hey, y'all, listen to this.
It's like going through my whole body.
Y'all hear her voice? Say something for her.
It's going through my whole body.
That's how much it's shaking you up. So make sure y'all cop this, y'all. It's a power plate. I don't make no money off of them. They ain't gonna give me no percentages for shouting them out, but this is how good of a machine this is, though. And it will move your lymph. There you go. And before you do any of the therapies, we put you on the lymph machine before you go to any of these other machines. All right, y'all got any questions for me? I know I ain't been live in a minute, so I know y'all got some questions. What's up? Talk to me. I was looking for your place today. I was en route. Yeah, how you how you looking for a place that ain't even? And please don't go by that Dunn Road place. That place have never been open, ever. They never let me open it. But we open here. We got our business license, everything. Everything is here. We official in this deal. All right, I'm finna start answering some questions here. Y'all like this? My mannequin, y'all. He wear look. Hey, look at my lab jacket, y'all. Check out the lab coat. When I put this on, I become a full biochemist. These are my different roles, my different personalities. See, I'm cool. I'm cool. I got a little knowledge with this on. I put this white one on though. Y'all better watch. Y'all better watch out. All right, let's see. Some current people got some questions. Let's see what we get.
Yeah. We diagnose.
All right, I just put somebody in. All right, they ain't answering. I'm finna ask somebody else. I'm gonna do a couple questions, and I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I'm trying to. Now, B, let me see your phone stand.
You know what? I didn't bring it. Here's one.
Now, B, the damn phone thing just went away. Where you can accept people, it just disappeared.
Yeah.
That mother just disappeared on me.
You better let me invite. I mean, if I can send an invitation.
The hell? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, just finna add somebody in now. I appreciate y'all. Blessings,
Hi,
blessings,
hello.
blessings to you. What's your name? Where you
Um,
from?
my name is Sierra. I live in Atlanta right now.
Okay, Miss Sierra from Atlanta. Shouts out to Atlanta. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm
You coming
good.
to see? You coming to see me this weekend?
I see people was right, and I didn't know what they was talking
Oh
about
well,
on the
the
11th.
tickets, yeah, the tickets sold out then. But
Dang.
I think Rich doing like a stream though. You can tap into the stream. I'm having one of the most phenomenal presentations ever. But enough about me.
Okay.
What's up with you? How can I help you out?
Yes. So, I'm going through. I don't know. You probably have heard of it. It's called topical steroid withdrawal,
Yes,
and I am about 15 months in. Sorry, my son is so nosy.
it's okay.
But
What's up, little man?
but so I'm like 15 months in. I'm healing, but I just want to know like what I can be doing to, support it and heal better.
Cleansing the liver. Whenever you're going through any type of withdrawals, you got to remember that the chemical factory of the body is the liver. So
Okay.
any chemicals, any drugs, any addiction is always the liver. So cleanse the liver. The best way to cleanse the liver is with an extract. Just make sure that it's not an alcohol extract, but still you can get like a glycerite extract, a lipoma, a lipid or a lipid extract, and just make sure that it has bugleweed inside of it, burdock root powder inside of it, and last but not least, milk thistle. So bugleweed, burdock root, and milk thistle is amazing for the liver. It cleanses out the hepatic duct. It cleanses out all of the different negative functionalities of the liver and have the liver working properly. And then you probably need to increase your glutamate. Glutamate, which is what you will need as well. So liver cleansing is very good for any type of toxins. Just remember, whenever you're dealing with chemical addictions or you're dealing with chemical abuse, you are always dealing with the liver because the liver is what deals with all chemicals. So you
Okay.
need a
Okay.
liver and gallbladder cleanse. I have something on the site called the three
Okay.
bitters. The three bitters are very, very good for cleansing addiction, and it's good for the liver. It cleanses the lymphatic system. It cleanses all the internal, or what we'll call eternal organs. Cleanses the skin. It cleanses the blood. The three bitters cleanses damn near everything. It lasts about 14 days. You would take that, and what I would do if I was you, I'd take that on an all raw diet. Do an
Mhm.
80-20, 80% fruits, 20% vegetables. You can steam your vegetables, but don't cook them because we're not trying to cook all the enzymes out of them. But you do want to put a little heat to them just to get
Right.
some type of them enzymes to react in the body and do that. So 80-20, 80% fruit, 20%
Okay.
vegetables. Do about 45 to 50 ounces of natural spring water a day and do the three bitters and cleanse that liver out.
Okay.
Them three bitters ain't no joke. No, they not. Them three
I
bitters healing the world, y'all.
Hey,
They healing the world. You sure right, my brother. But that's what you
Thank
need
you
to do.
so much.
Oh, it's all
Okay.
good.
'Cause
All
some
right.
people, it's just like some people don't believe in topical steroid withdrawal, and it's a
Oh,
real thing. Like,
yes, yes. I mean, you got to remember whether you rubbing it in your skin or whether you
hmm
taking them orally, it still goes into the bloodstream, and then the bloodstream is going to circulate through every different major organ in the body, and it's going to go
right.
straight to the liver. Any chemical that you intake in your body, the only organ that's going to deal with it, other than the spleen, because the spleen have to cleanse the blood into the lymphatic system, is the liver. The liver is what breaks down chemicals, and if it breaks down these chemicals, it might use some of these chemicals, turn them back into glucose or sugars, then turn these into amino acids. The liver is an amazing thing. It's the only
Yeah.
organ in the body that can take an amino acid and turn it into a sugar, or that can take a sugar and turn it into amino acid. But what
hmm
messes with liver functioning is chemicals. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for answering my call.
All good. So peace to you guys. Be talking to you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Peace. Peace, young king. He told some bye. Peace.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got to close them fingers up, young
Oh,
joker. Tell them to close them fingers.
right.
Don't tell them we ain't about separation. We're about unity.
Right.
All right, it's
Okay.
your top left. Top left is gonna be an X. Click on that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
please, I'm sorry. He live right now.
Till I be done in 10 minutes. All right, who else we got up in here?
Okay. All right.
Peace, peace. How you doing, God? It's blessings to you. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is CC. I'm originally from St. Louis, but I live in
Oh,
Houston.
okay. So you from the
Yep.
crib? That's what I'm talking about. See, Cece chilling. She got the bonnet
Uh-huh.
on.
I'm
What's
trying to
going?
relax because the other day I had got really upset. And then the next morning I woke up and I was dizzy and nauseous and my blood pressure was
Yeah,
elevated.
because
And
that
today,
anger does that. It put cortisol into the blood. It puts adrenaline in the blood. It puts your body into what you would call a state of fight or flight. And then you start having these energies or these hormones inside your blood mixing chemistry, and then you will have a physical reaction for them. You have to remember, whenever you happy, that's dopamine. That is a chemical reaction from an emotional state. Whenever you angry and sad, that is called epinephrine or neuroepinephrine. Whenever you're afraid, that is called adrenaline. When adrenaline gets high inside the bloodstream and it starts leaking what you would call iron phosphate or what you would call chromes, this is what you would call adrenochrome. You
mm,
see what I'm saying? So
mm,
that's adrenochrome that's being produced in the system. Whenever you want to make love or you want to bond, that is called oxytocin.
mm,
You see that? So
if,
for every emotion, there's a chemical hormonal factor that happens in the body. So if you get angry, especially angry real
mm,
fast, it can mess with your liver, it can mess with your kidneys, your adrenals, it can make you nauseated, it can
yes,
give you the vomiting, throwing up feeling. Yes, all of that. So
yes,
that shows you though that being angry is not a natural state for human beings. We're loving, nurturing creatures and we're forgiving creatures. Not saying be stupid and forgive everybody,
right.
but it just shows you to be slow to anger. Because you hurt
Hmm.
yourself more than you hurt somebody else, as you can see.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, I can't believe just that fast my body did a full turnaround and I
Yes,
was
stress
completely
will
fine.
kill you dead as a doorknob.
So is there anything that I can take to calm down? Well, I feel
Yes.
like I'm trying.
So the best herbs you can take for calming down. First, I'm gonna tell you an exercise you can do. You can box breathe. Where you'll breathe in through your nasal passage for 4 seconds. You will hold that for 4 seconds. You will exhale for 4 seconds, and then
Okay.
you a hold for 4 seconds. It's called box breathing. So breath exercises, diaphragmatic breathing is the first thing that you can do without taking anything. The herb you need is already within inside of you, and it's called CO2 and oxygen. The
Breathing.
next thing outside of that is you can take calming teas. Chamomile is a calming tea. It'll calm you down. The next tea is valerian root. Valerian root is a calming tea. It'll calm you down. looking at blue colors, blue and purple. That's a calming frequency. It'll calm you down. So the first thing is utilize the breath. Always breathe. After that, take a drink of H2O or H3O2, which is your fruit water or just regular spring water. After that, you can take the teas that I was telling you about, the chamomile teas, the valerian root teas.
Mm-hmm.
Teas is going to calm down the sympathetic nervous system and bring you more into the parasympathetic. When you think about parasympathetic, that's the feminine magnetism side. When you think about the actual, the parasympathetic, that's magnetism. That's feminine. Then you got sympathetic, which is logic. That's electrical. That's what makes you angry. So when you truly into your feminine nature, you ain't gonna get angry anyway. So just stay in your femininity, stay in your divine feminine, and that won't have you acting like that and basically killing yourself.
Right.
These are yes. So that's all you need to do. So valerian root tea, chamomile tea is very, very good.
Okay.
Wild yam root is very, very good. And
Okay.
these things are what you will call anti-stimulants, which mean they will calm the nerve. They will increase blood circulation, and it will just bring your heartbeat down to about 70 beats per minute. That's what you need.
Yeah, because it's like at 90 and 100.
Yeah, see, ashwagandha works on a two-way street. If your thyroid messed up, don't take ashwagandha thinking it's gonna calm you down because it can give you heart palpitations. So them two herbs I just said, them three herbs I just said, would be very, very good for
Okay.
you. But none of it beats the breath.
Breathing.
Breath,
Okay.
yes. And breath is a form of meditation. That's what you call spirituality. Spirits means breath. Ality is reality. So to be in true spirituality means to master one breath. And if you can master your breath, you can master your anger. And if you can master your emotions or what you call energy in motion, that's what makes you what God is. Because you above emotions at that point.
Mm. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Blessed to you, CC. Shouts out to the crib, STL. You know that's where we at, right?
I know.
Yeah, that's where we
Oh,
at.
I'm gonna be there.
All right, pull up on me.
I will. All right.
All right, blessings
Bye.
to you.
All right. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna do one more, y'all. Then I gotta get out. I gotta get to my children. I'm trying to do it. I'm gonna do one more out there. I'm trying to get a mail in, but there's so many women on here. I don't want y'all to think I'm hating on my man. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
I'm pro black man now, so I gotta get y'all in here too. But it's so many women on here. They beat down to the punch. Peace, goddess. How you doing?
How you doing?
Bless. Let's see. What's your name and where you
Dwayne,
from?
I'm from New Orleans.
Dewan from New Orleans.
Hmm.
She from the muddy waters. That's where my family originate from. Chickasaw
Okay.
Nation, New Orleans. We
Hmm.
from Louisiana. We traveled to Mississippi, from Mississippi to Memphis from St. Louis. I mean, from Illinois then to St. Louis. So
Okay.
I'm a part of the Mississippi culture too.
That's what's up. I'm calling because, well, I'm not calling, but on a live. A couple of months ago, I went to the doctor because I had like a left knot, like a cyst right here,
Mhm.
like on my neck,
Okay,
and it
that's
came
called
back.
cervical. That's your lymphatic
Yes.
system, and that's the cervical lymph node.
Yes.
That's cervical lymph node 34. That's
Uh-huh.
cervical lymph node 34.
Right. And then, like before that, I was in a car accident, so they gave me a CAT scan to do, which they came back that it didn't have anything to do with the car accident, but the CAT scan had picked it up that it was like a keloid, thyroid lobe or something like
Uh-huh.
lobe, if I'm
Hmm.
pronouncing it right. That.
Yeah.
So I went to my doctor like Tuesday, and I told her about it. So now she wanted me to do a ultrasound
Hmm.
thyroid or something
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
to
She
see
wanted.
if it's
So what?
a thyroid.
So what you need to do, because you can do the ultrasound.
Okay.
Ultrasound ain't nothing wrong with that. That's gonna give you your low EMF, so it ain't gonna give you cancer, nothing. And then
Yes.
she should give you a full thyroid panel. So make sure that they give you this. Write this down. That way
Okay,
you can know
but
if it
my
is a
thing
thyroid.
is, like I feel like she should have gave me that before the ultrasound, because I'm coming out my pocket with all this money, like, so you just giving me that like from the
So
beginning.
so look, or if you don't want to, you can go through us and we can get you a blood work done down there.
Now that's the thing. I had my blood work done in March, and I went
But
back and checked
I'm
it,
pretty
and
sure
all
they
my
didn't.
levels was fine.
But they didn't. I bet you any money if you show me your blood work right now, and I bet you they didn't do a full thyroid panel though. They probably only checked your thyroid stimulating hormone and your
Okay.
T3. You have to check over 8 different things. You have to
Hmm.
check the thyroid stimulating hormone, which is the TSH. You have to check the
Yes,
free.
I did.
Okay,
That's what
but
I
look, but
because I typed in myself, and then I was like, "What is the method or whatever they run for that?" And it came up under THS, and I looked that up, and it was normal.
but there's more you got to check though. You got to
Okay,
check the T3 and
okay,
the T4, the
okay,
free T3, the
Uh-huh.
free T4. You have to check the testosterone direct levels.
Okay.
You have to check the estrogen levels,
Mhm.
the testosterone direct levels, the
Uh-huh.
estrogen levels, and
Uh-huh.
you have to check the the TSB. See that that's 8 different things that you have to check to truly check the thyroid.
Mhm.
So it's a bunch of things that you need to check to make sure that the thyroid is in proper balance. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? So these are the things you need to check. So get that panel done. That is called a full thyroid panel.
All right.
That's what you need, or what you would call a comprehensive thyroid panel.
I got you.
Okay, so check that, and I'm pretty sure. But this is what I'm saying. You can have a lymph node swollen there, and it might not be a nodule. It might be the lymph node that is crossing the thyroid that's swollen, and not the actual thyroid.
Mhm.
So you need to check too, because that's your cervical area. If you look on here, probably about like 6 videos ago, when I was at the other clinic, I was showing people how to manually move their lymphatic system.
Yes, like doing this.
Yes, so
Yes,
make sure
I
you're
do
doing that.
that every morning.
Okay, so keep doing that as well. And then if it is the thyroid, then we'll talk again and I'll show you exactly what to do. But get a full thyroid panel first. After the full thyroid panel, if nothing comes back after that, then you will get the ultrasound. You see that? That's how it go. Go in that order.
Okay.
And if it is a
Thank
thyroid
you.
issue, it ain't nothing that we can handle it over here.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you. Peace.
Yes. Thank you.
Mhm. What about the parathyroid? So the parathyroid is these glands that sits on the back of the actual thyroid. The parathyroid is in control of a hormone called calcitonin. Calcitonin is released by the parathyroid to strip calcium from the bone calcium matrix, for you can regulate that calcium throughout the body to become a buffering for acids or acidic medium. So you'll start seeing the parathyroid act up if you're too acidic and you're suffering from what you would call metabolic acidosis for too long. And all you got to do is check your calcium levels, and that'll tell you what's going on with the parathyroid. If your calcium levels is high, that means you're super acidic, and the body is releasing a bunch of calcitonin, which is stripping calcium from the blood, for the calcium can go throughout the cardiovascular system to put out fires or to neutralize and buffer out acids. And that shows you that you got a parathyroid issue. But usually, if something is going on with the thyroid, something is going on with the parathyroid. They're all tied in with each other. I'm gonna do one more, y'all. I'm gonna do one more. Hopefully, it's a brother. I think I just picked a brother. Peace, King. How you doing?
I'm well. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Bless to you. What's your name? Where you from?
My name's Jazz. I'm from New Orleans, but I'm currently staying in Houston right
You feel how you see New Orleans in the building today, brother.
now.
I see you got the Lions mane going on too, brother. Don't cut your
Oh
beard.
yeah,
Just
I'm trying to
grow
let
the
it grow
mane
out,
out.
man.
Grow the mane out, brother. What's going on with you? Talk to me.
So I've been diagnosed with a high blood pressure a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
but I never took the medicine for it. I just try to change my eating habits. And I do a 30-day fast, is like once a
Uh-huh.
year. But I
Uh-huh.
always get the craving to go back to eating. So I'm trying to see what should I
Parasites.
do.
Parasites. So you probably got a parasitism, and usually people that's low in mineral deficient. Usually, people that's low in mineral deficient have a lot of cravings as well. So, what I think you should do is you should do a parasite elimination cleanse. You can go on my site, get a parasite elimination cleanse. But until you get that, I'm gonna give you some stuff that you can do yourself. So, if you got a pen and a pad, get it out and then write these things down. And this will cleanse all the parasites out of your body.
See.
Let me know once you got that pen and the pad, and we can get it going.
I'm gonna jot it down in my notes on my
All right,
phone.
all right.
Hold on.
Let's let me know when you're ready. Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bunch of New Orleans, and we got to go down there.
Yeah,
Hey, there,
everybody was
they on this deal. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna do not black walnut hall, but you're gonna do green walnut hall. Green
Green
walnut hall.
walnut.
Yep, green walnut hall. That's before it turned black. You can Google it. There's probably about 4 different distribution places in the U.S. that can ship it to you. Green walnut hall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. See if you can get it in tincture form, because it's in its strongest and it's extracted tincture form. All
All
right. You're
right.
going to do those 3 times a day. You're going to take 2 dropperfuls in the rising, 2 dropperfuls in the evening, and 2 dropperfuls before you go to sleep.
All right.
The next one you're gonna do is fresh cloves. You're gonna do fresh cloves. You're gonna get fresh cloves. You're gonna go on to Amazon. You're gonna get you something called a nut grinder. It's $14 off of Amazon. You're gonna get you some cloves. You're gonna put them cloves, get about a good 2
Mm-hmm.
teaspoons, put it inside a nut grinder, grind them up, and put it in your water. You're gonna do this 3 times a day. You're gonna do it right after you take your green walnut hull extract. You're gonna drink about 4 ounces in 4 ounces, 2 teaspoons and 4 ounces in the rising, 2 teaspoons and 4 ounces in the evening, 2 teaspoons inside of 4 ounces of water right before you go to sleep. All
All
right.
right.
All right, the next one is wormwood. Wormwood.
I
Now,
heard of that
wormwood
one.
is an amazing herb. Now, the thing is, a lot of so-called herbalists is doing wormwood wrong, so it's not working. There's plenty of scientific studies showing that you cannot heat up wormwood in warm water. You should never do wormwood as a tea. You do wormwood as a cold concoction, meaning
Mm-hmm.
you sit it inside of cold water for at least 2 to 3 hours, and then it will become room temperature. Then you drink it. You would do a tablespoon of wormwood inside of an 8-ounce glass of water. Sit it in there for 3 hours, cold water. Let it become room temperature. Then you would drink it down.
So
Now,
you said a
if it,
tablespoon inside of eight
but
ounce cold water?
yep, make sure you put it in a strainer though, for you can strain it, or you can be about that life and actually drink and chew the wormwood.
All right.
On them, the only 3 herbs you need to kill them get the micro parasites, them get the macro parasites, and it gets the larva. The green walnut hog gets the larva. The wormwood get the big boys. The cloves get the juveniles.
All right.
And I'm talking about from Phascolopsis booski to Ascariid. I'm talking about from the hookworms, fluke worms, pinworms, all of those different worms. Those
Okay.
3 things will kill that.
All right.
And
And
if you don't want to do all that yourself, which I think you should, all you got to do is go on my site and get the parasite elimination kit, and we got them in different forms on there for you.
all right. And well, I seen it. I heard you talking about the 3 bitters. Uh, what's the good thing about that?
The 3 bitters is a full body cleanse. It's a full body cleanse. We didn't herpes, breast cancer,
Fibroid, what
fibroid. Man, look, I ain't gonna lie. Them 3 bitters done assisted with a whole lot of stuff that I didn't even think it would. I'm not gonna lie, because I created them to be a full body cleanse, just something quick to initiate it. But we start getting so many healing testimonies and diagnostic sheets back for from the lifestyle and taking them. It was getting rid of stuff that I wouldn't even thought of. So I'm like, so everybody on the 3 bitters, we probably sell about 3 million bags of 3 bitters a year, and I'm not even lying, man. So the
All
3
right.
bitters that's an all around good cleanse. I take the 3 bitters every single night, every night, and this the 3 bitter king right here. Yeah.
And my last question, my mama, she allergic to like watermelon and different type of watermelons and stuff
There's
like that. But I be
really
wanting
no
to get up.
there's really no such thing as an allergy, brother.
All right.
There's really no such thing. Them are called your toxins. It's acids in the body. That the allergic reaction is called a detoxification symptom. You cleanse the body, you cleanse the blood. You notice most of them allergy markers leave. This is when you start getting into histamines and histine and all of that. Once you cleanse the body and eradicate the body of toxins and environmental pollutants, most of the things that you ate that took you into an immediate detoxification response, like itching, swelling, running nose, coughing, all of these are what you call detoxification symptoms. Once you get rid of the toxins and then you start eating these foods again, what you will notice is you don't have them same type of reaction. So it sounds like your mother just need a very, very deep systemic detox, brother.
All right. Appreciate that,
It's all
man.
good, brother.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon, King.
One.
All right, blessings to you. All right, y'all, I got to get up out of here. Got to get back to my children. So, blessings to y'all. I love y'all. Again, everybody looking to book a consultation, just go to the website. The link is in the bio. Make sure that y'all are not responding to people in the comments that's pretending to be me or my representatives. I only deal with blue checks. So if it's not a blue check verified page, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on any social media platform, I promise you it's not me. These people who are pretending to be me, they will scam you out of your money. I will never, ever, ever ask you for money over the web, y'all. I only do business and conduct business through my website, www.yahkiawakened.com, which is YAHKIAWAKENED. If you want to see me and come visit the new facility, just click on the website, check the link in the bio. Once you click on the website, you hit on the consultation, we book up quick, y'all. So if it's an opening, get it. If not, then you're going to miss it until the next time we are able to open it back up again. So it's booking up fast. A lot of people need healing. A lot of people just trying to learn. A lot of people just want to be around the energy. So, I get it. So get it how you live, family. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Shalom, lakah. I need a heavatah. I love y'all. Blessings. Peace.